Dear students, let me welcome you all in the most important year of your life. I am Mrs. Neeta Ivle from BYK College of Commerce, Nashik, presenting online lectures for Standard 12th. We are going to start the first chapter of the subject Organization of Commerce and Management. Before beginning chapter 1, let us talk about the first two chapters of our syllabus. As you know, they are of management. Friends, actually, management is not a new concept for us, right? Though we have formally introduced with it in last year, we know management as an art since our childhood, isn't it? Management means to manage. You will agree with me that we are managing so many activities, so many things, so many people till morn to night. Then, what is new for us? Right now, we are studying management not only as an art but also a science and as a profession. Keeping this in view, last year we studied basic concept of management. We studied management as an art, as a science, as a profession, also nature of management and levels of management. Now, this year, in the first chapter, we are going to understand different principles of management. And in second chapter, functions of management. Many of us may dream of pursuing a career in management, and many want to study professional courses like BBA and MBA, which are actually some of the best career in present scenario. For that, you must understand principles of management and functions of management with your heart. So, while studying, you must have this attitude. Now, let's start our first chapter, that is Principles of Management. Today, we will understand meaning, definition, and nature of principle of management. Before explaining the concept of principles of management, let us talk about the two known terms for us. The terms which we already know are principle and management. First, we will understand what is principle. Now, actually, we have studied number of principles in different subjects. For example, in science, you have a principle energy is transferred by direct contact. This is one of the principle you will find in physics. Now, can we define principle? Yes. Principle is a fundamental truth that serves as the foundation for a system of belief or behavior for a chain of reasoning. In other words, principle is defined as techniques or systems which give one directional result. So, principles are the truth statements, the fundamental truth they are telling us. Now, management. What is management? Management is the key to success in any organization. As learned in Standard 11, management is everywhere, not only in the business organizations but in every aspect of our life. Management is considered as one of the most important resource of business organization. In the corporate world, management has a very crucial role to play, and that is why effective management skills are necessary. It is observed that the important management is growing rapidly. Now, can we describe the term management? Management is a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Now, pay attention on the two words effectively and efficiently. Those are very important, and that is why, students, let me explain them. Effectiveness means doing the right task, completing activities, and achieving goals. Efficiency means doing the task correctly with minimum cost. The cost should be reduced. It is to the minimum level. Now, if we combine both the terms, that is principle and management, we have new term, that is principles of management. Now let's move to the principles of management. Principles of management are a set of guidelines that assist managers to conduct the management properly and effectively. To manage, that is, get the things through done others. Formally defined, the principles of management are the activities that plan, organize, and control the operations of the basic elements of men, materials, machines, methods, money, and markets, providing direction and coordination and giving leadership to human efforts so as to achieve the sought objectives of the enterprise. Let's understand the nature of principles of management. Now, the first nature is universal application. The principle of management are applicable to all types of organization. It means it is applicable to business as well as non-business organizations, small as well as large organizations, public sector as well as private sector organizations, manufacturing and service sector organizations too. However, the extent of their applicability would vary with the nature of organization, business activity, scale of operations. The result may vary and application may be changed and modified, but these principles are suitable for all kinds of organizations. Not only that, but they are applicable to all levels of management. We have studied in last year there are three types of management, levels of management: lower level management, middle level management, and top level management. For all these levels of management, these principles are applicable. Now, let's understand the nature through this example. We know that in organization, for better productivity, work should be divided and each employee should be trained to perform his special job. You will find this principle is applicable to all organizations. Also, they used at all levels of management as well. However, extent of division of work may vary. Let's see the second nature. The second one is general guidelines. The principles are guidelines to action but do not provide ready-made solutions to all problems, but they provide general guidelines in solving the organizational situations wisely and finding solutions. This is so because we know that real business situations are very complex and dynamic and are a result of many factors. Application of particular principle is depending upon the situations, size, and nature of organizations. However, the importance of principles can't be underestimated because Even a small guideline helps to solve a given problem. Let's have an example. Suppose any misunderstanding arises between two departments of an organization, the higher authorities have to give importance to the overall goals of the organizations and will take decisions according to that. Now let's move to the third. The third nature is principles are formed by practice and experiments. The principles of management are formed by experience and collective wisdom of managers as well as experimentation. These principles are developed gradually with meticulous research work only. Similarly, systematic observations and experiments are conducted before developing them. After they were practiced in organizations, the result of such experiments have been developed as a principle. Let's have an example. Principle of initiative is one of the key to success. But do you know it is proven after only observations and experiments for a long period of time by managers. Now, what is the fourth one? It is flexibility. The principles of management are not rigid, instead, they are flexible in nature. They can be modified by the managers when the situation so demands. Managers can be flexible while implementing principles to suit the present need and requirement. Management principles give the manager enough discretion to do so because the situations keep on changing in any organization. Management principles can be adjusted or modified and can be used in the organization according to its need. For example, while considering principle of fair remuneration, what is fair will be determined by the manager after examining current situations in the organizations and also economic conditions in the society will be considered. Now, the fifth one is behavioral in nature. Management is a group activity. Management principles aim at influencing behavior of humans. Management aim at achieving certain goal through a group of human beings. These principles are drafted to influence human behavior. Therefore, principles of management are mainly behavioral in nature. Furthermore, principles enable a better understanding of the relationship between human and other resources in achieving organizational goal. The principles control a group of people and direct them to achieve the objectives. For instance, while planning the supply of workforce in pandemic like COVID-19, the manager can ask the workers to work from home to take care of employees' health without affecting productivity of the organization. Now let's move to the sixth one. The sixth nature is cause and effect relationship. For taking decisions, principles of management work as a base. The principle of management is purposeful to establish relationship between cause and effect. That's why they can tell us if a particular principle was applied in a particular situation, what would be the effect likely. In reality, situations are not the same. So, accurate cause and effect relationship may be difficult to establish. Besides, principles of management help managers in establishing these relationships to large extent. For example, in an organization, though it is expected that decisions should be taken after consulting all stakeholders, but in critical situations, it is necessary that any one of the managers should take decisions and others just follow him. It is necessary for achieving desired result. Now have this last one. The last nature is all principles are of equal importance. Principles of management are the principles of social science. They provide useful insights to managerial behavior and influence managerial practices. These principles guide managers in taking the implementing decisions. Those are to be practiced simultaneously to get best results in the form of achievement of predetermined goals. If any specific principle is focused more and other are not followed with same, then it affects the working results of the organizations. For example, suppose a tailor received an order of stitching 100 shirts in a week. He took care of everything to meet the order as per the demand. But he didn't pay attention on the demand of fair wages to workers. Think on your own, will it not affect on quality and deadline of the order? The manager should take care of all the principles. Let us take a quick review of today's lecture. Today we studied meaning and definition of principles of management and also nature of principles of management. Now the first nature is universal application. Second, general guidelines. Third, formed by practice and experiments. Fourth, flexibility. Fifth, behavioral in nature. Sixth, cause and effect relationship. And the last one is all are of equal importance. Students, today we understood meaning and definition of principles of management and nature of principles of management. Hope you got it all. Thank you for watching attentively.